All right, well, we're back with another episode. We're on the road again. We said that last time.
Willie.
We should maybe start this whole thing off with a Willie Nelson song.
That's
just
right.
as the intro.
There
So
you go.
that would make more sense. So we have a few questions today.
Okay.
Shall we? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
Feeling
that's
like you're
for sure.
ready to answer some
I'm
questions?
feeling good, actually.
All right. Well, let's start here. I have 3 for you.
Okay.
So, what is the most common question about building that people ask you?
Okay. Most common question. How much a square foot?
That's right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I think it's a really funny question. But yeah, I mean, obviously people want to know what they're going to pay for. And they're trying to get an estimate.
Yes.
Before they engage, truly, meaning let's sit down and write a check.
Yeah.
If it's a home that we build all the time, it's easy.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't want exactly that.
Yeah.
So we build a lot of custom, as you know.
Yeah.
And custom homes always involve. I've never built it before, this exact same house.
It's custom, yeah.
It's custom.
Yeah.
So yes, there's a lot of stuff that's similar, but it's not all the same. So anyways, and again, I've given the example of a 40 by 40 1600, a 20 by 80 1600.
Yeah.
But the lineal footage is different.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyways, that's the most common question, and it's a real challenge.
Yeah.
So,
and I get that on my side too.
Sure.
Because I think it is one of the most overused metrics.
yeah.
For sure. I mean, I understand that people always say, well, what's the cost per square foot? And they look at it and they go, oh, that house is way overpriced.
Sure.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like, well, hold on a second here.
Yeah.
You know, we got to talk about a few things within the home itself.
Right.
So it's a bit overdone, but I do understand why people want to know. As you said, it's just one thing, but you can't sort of put all your chips in on that one.
No, I mean the discrepancy between flooring, between cabinetry, between finishing, between how much you're putting in there.
Yes.
If you want a giant kitchen, well, that's certainly a lot more per square foot than a smaller kitchen.
So, okay, let me follow up on that one then. So, when people ask that question, what's the better question to ask?
Well, the better question would be to start off with, this is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of giving me a little bit more information. So now, obviously, that's what I have to dig through.
Yeah.
But just to help everybody, if they want to ask the question more effectively. So
that's going to get the conversation rolling at least.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that whatever sort of loose number you're providing is just a basic guideline at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then you're going to drill down deeper, obviously.
Yes. But it's, as we've spoken about, the clarity portion.
Yes.
So if somebody says to you, you know what, I really don't cook.
Yeah.
I just want something that the kitchen's not really
more
a thing
basic.
for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I do a lot of exercising, and I want to have a big area.
Massive home gym.
That's right.
Yeah.
So a home gym, of course, is just the walls.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's some plugs, but it's really a non-issue.
Yeah.
Somebody says, you know what, I love to have a big ensuite, and I want a big tub with this and this and this. Those things are actually costly.
Yeah.
So as long as you know what you're looking for and you understand how much money you want to spend, then having that question answered relatively quickly is easier than,
Yeah.
how much for a 2,700 square foot house.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Perfect.
yeah.
So the short answer is get cleared.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it does come back to that a lot, doesn't
sure. Yeah, for sure.
it? Like,
Yeah, what do you people don't go out shopping for a car and they want to get a Mercedes-Benz and go into a Kia dealer, or they don't want a Kia and go into a Mercedes-Benz dealer.
Yeah.
Now, all car companies have levels,
yeah.
but you
Here's the
need to
base
know.
model.
Yeah.
And then we have some upgrades here.
Yeah, that would certainly help.
So then that goes back to budget again.
Yeah, budget
For sure.
and clarity, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here's one for you. Why do you like your building sites to be so clean?
Cleanliness
Are you
is
a bit of
next
a
to
clean
godliness. Well, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, so first of all, if you take pride in what you do,
Yeah.
from my perspective, you want to make sure things are tidy.
Yeah.
They're and I am a bit of a cleanliness freak, I guess.
Notice.
Tidiness.
It's
Yeah.
very nice. Did you just press this?
Sure. but there's other things. It's really dangerous.
Right.
And if you have customers like Chester mentioned this.
Yeah.
If you have customers coming over and there's stuff all over and people could step on nails.
Right. So it's a safety issue as well.
It's a safety issue
Yeah.
as well, which
Yeah.
is really the number one
Of
thing.
course, yeah.
But I want the people who work on our sites to be proud of what they do.
Yeah.
It shows that they care about what they're doing
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and if you have a messy site, it definitely is a bit of a reflection on the person running the project.
I think so. A comment I used to get years ago from different salespeople
Yeah.
in Cochrane was, it's easy to know which house is yours. And
It's the one with the green on the front of it?
No.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, because they were always neat.
Right.
And so people always, I used to have people stop and say, "Oh, what do you do here? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I would say, "I'm the janitor." Because really, I like the place to be clean.
Yeah.
And I expect the tradespeople that when they show up and it's clean, they leave and it's clean.
Right.
They don't, if you don't do that, it's the broken window theory. If there's one window broken, people don't care and they break the rest of the window.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Long-winded.
Yeah. Well, no, we gotta know who you are, and why you like the cleanliness. All right, we're gonna wrap it up with this one.
Okay.
What is the most important lesson you've learned in your 30 plus years of home building?
Wow.
Finishing strong here.
Yeah, I know. What is my most important? Well, that's really a hard one because because I've there's a lot of stuff that I've learned over the years.
Of course, yeah.
I think that the most important thing that I've learned is
Clarity.
well, yeah. Yeah, but that's not something that I have to do.
Okay. Yeah.
But maintaining a good quality relationships. I give everybody many chances.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if somebody thinks they can take advantage of me or think that because I'm kind, it's a sign of weakness, they're mistaken.
Right.
So, and there's people over the years that have thought that, oh, well, he doesn't get upset. That's not a true statement.
Right.
It's just very few people have seen me that way.
Yeah.
But certainly when somebody pushes me to that point,
Yeah.
it's easy for me, for my decision. So maintaining a good relationship with
Yeah.
people, because
It made me think of the Incredible Hulk. I don't know why.
I don't get it.
I don't know why. I just, anyways.
Oh boy, green! I got to change my color.
I know. I always hassle you about green. I'm kind of I have a lot of blue.
Yeah.
Blue is probably one of my favorite.
Yeah.
I like a lot of colors actually. Well, I do like green actually.
Yeah.
But I do tend to wear a lot of blue. So.
Oh boy, I've got all kinds of colors too.
Yeah.
Mostly my face is red all the time.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of lessons and things you've learned over the years. It's hard to choose one. I threw that one in there as a bit of a curveball. It's a hard one to really place your finger on squarely, but
I appreciate it. But yeah, relationships are very important.
yeah.
So
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a wrap for this week. Thanks again for checking out the video. Drop your questions in the comments, please. Thanks again for watching.
Thanks everybody.
See you next week.
Bye now.